beautiful Cancerian friends, and welcome to your horoscope for March of 2021. We're Cancer this month. We enter into the cardinal season of spring, and just the fact that we're coming into a new season is beautiful, but because it is a sister cardinal energy, all of the planets are moving forward this month. Your ninth house is packed, and then we shift the energy to your 10th house. It's a month that tells me not only is March a little bit of a deep breath, but it is one where you maybe feel a little bit more power, a little bit more motivation to initiate or to move forward with a bit more ease. So I absolutely love that for you. We'll get into all that in just a second. Keep in mind that the eat and greets are still happening this month, and you can check out my website at stormiegrace.com. Look at the little calendar on the homepage to see who's coming, when they're coming, what we're going to talk about, all of that good stuff, okay? And if you wouldn't mind liking this video, comment, sharing, subscribing if you are already subscribed, hit that notification bell so that you can be notified as soon as we go live or content becomes available. I would love you so much for it. All right, Cancer, let's get in and see what's happening this month. Now, first of all, at the beginning of the month, like I said, all the planets are moving forward. So this is a lovely month where we have got pure forward motion available to us. So we really want to take advantage of what have we seen in the retrograde and how can we be moving forward. Now, Mars is going to move into the energy of Gemini. Now, this is into your 12th house space, okay? So in the 12th house and Mars in Gemini, you could genuinely be doing a lot of thinking about the past. Or more than that, I think working on projects that have been behind the scenes in some way. Maybe you're working on something that's been hidden and you haven't quite shared that with the public just yet. Or maybe you're working with a specialized population or creating something, and it's very much so behind the scenes. With Mars in the 12th house, one of the things I do want to tell you is you want to be mindful that yes, this is beautiful energy, take it, move forward. It's going to have you mentally stimulated, but it can also make you really tired. So while you have this forward motion, just make sure that you are sleeping, you are hydrating, you are giving yourself some downtime, and mostly use that Mars energy to do 12th house things. Sleep and trust your dreams and your intuition and what's going on. Be very active in your dream life. You know, your astro travel could be very real this particular month. Work on spiritual things. You want to open that spiritual retreat center. You want to do that spiritual text, or what did you have going on where you started learning about something and you put it down for a while and maybe you need to finish that up. Paperwork. Reconnecting with people, any of those things is a very, very good use of Mars over here. But if you have Mars energy going on and you feel like you need to expel it out of your body in some way, try to choose things that allow you to empty your mind out. This will allow you to really take a lot of good advantage over that Mars energy, okay? Now on the 13th, we've got a new moon happening at 23 degrees of Pisces in the 9th house space. And just on the 15th, Mercury is also going to jump into Pisces as well in the 9th house. But this new moon is your opportunity for the month to plant your seeds of intention. Remember, at the new moon, we plant in the soil of magic because it's dark, so you don't actually know. You're planting with intuition, with instinct. This is a beautiful time for trust that intuition, trust that instinct of what you're asking for, either a fresh beginning, a fresh perspective, something new. It's like course correct me. Let me see this in a different light. Now in the 9th house, this is publishing, marketing, broadcasting, education, foreign travel. And remember, foreign travel today doesn't just look like getting on an airplane, right? Today, you could be taking a message from in your house and putting it out on the internet, and it travels to India, it travels to Russia, it travels to wherever. So be vast in your interpretation this month and looking at how this manifests in your life in terms of the word travel. Now, Mercury coming into the energy of Pisces in this 9th house on the 15th as well gives me this sense for you that, first of all, Mercury is considered to be in fall because it's not as strong. It doesn't have that full, robust mercurial nature in the energy of Pisces. You know, Mercury wants details and he wants them fast, and Pisces kind of vague with the details and certainly not doing it very quickly. But here in the 9th house, where Mercury is very strong, when he slows down and gets into the Pisces rhythm, is emotional intelligence, as well aligning the head with the heart, or the head with the intuition. So one of the things that came up for me as I was looking at your forecast is I think here in this ninth house space, this could actually be a time where something educationally is coming through and you need to trust your intuition in how to move that thing forward. But this appears to be a really nice opportunity. So whatever you're trying to study, whatever you wanted to move forward, whether it's training, whether it's a book, whether it's a marketing, whether it's putting out content in some way, even if it happens to be healing, Pisces, something in your educational past or something in your legal past, this is a really great energy for it. But just slow down, trust your intuition, because the details will take longer to sort out, okay? On the 20th, we see the sun move into the energy of Aries, lighting up your 10th house, bringing you into the career peak of your year. Now, this also is our opportunity to welcome in the spring equinox, equal day, equal night. So while the sun is beaming here in cardinal friend Aries, we know that in your work life, you're going to be much more motivated because the sun brings light, heat, life, vitality, a motivation to move, right? A little bit of ego to the table that you need to initiate, to move things forward, to show your identity in the workplace. But the 10th house is not just the workplace. This is about your title. What do we know you as? What do we call you? Were you married? Now you're not married. What's the title that you've got? The sun here, and then just days later, Venus and the spring equinox give this indicator for you, Cancer, that in a work project or in a title project, something you're trying to move forward out into the world, you can do it. The opportunities, this area is magnetized. This is your career peak time for the year, so really use it. But with the spring equinox, what you want to make sure is to also look at where you're in balance or out of balance. Home and family, work life, home life, where are you in or out of balance here? So double check that energy. But this particular portion of your chart from the 20th on becomes absolutely magnetized, especially on the 21st when Venus comes into the energy of Aries. These are the lovers. They enjoy being together, promotions, opportunities to promote, opportunities to step up and become whatever's next, opportunity to end issues with Venus's harmony is very much so available at this time. Now, the week of the 22nd, the sky gets a little bit tricky, and I'm going to go more into that in the weekly horoscopes. So make sure you're checking out your weeklies. I'll put a card right above here. You can just click that and check out the weekly horoscope every week, okay? As we close out this month on the 28th, we're going to have a full moon in the energy of Libra at 8 degrees. So if you have points, planets, angles, anything in your chart at 8 degrees, you're going to want to check out what this moon is interacting with, because it's definitely going to be pretty important, okay? Now, this is going to light up your 4th house space. So a full moon says that something needs to be ended, acknowledged, or adjusted. So there's some kind of shift or course correction that is on the table for you at this time, and it's likely in your relationships, Libra, at home. The family, your mother, the women in your life, your roots and foundations, your psychological foundation. Now remember, the sun is opposing the moon here. So the sun is in the energy of Aries. We've got the moon over in the energy of Libra, and we're at the spring equinox. Look at the balance of your life. Are you going too hard on your own? Have you given up on relationships? And I'm not just talking romantic, but all kinds. Look at the balance of this and let this full moon show you under all of that light what's going on consciously, subconsciously, unconsciously in your relationship life. And if something, it's time for it to end, for you to acknowledge something with it, or for it to need an adjustment, allow this moon to guide you over the next 4 weeks to make those adjustments, okay? All right, my beautiful Cancerian friends, I think it's got the potential to be an absolutely beautiful month. It depends on what you do with it. Not everybody's going to have the best month ever, and that is not the point of the general horoscopes. The point of the general horoscopes is to give you a little bit of information about what's coming so that you can decide how you would like to make decisions within that energy, okay? All right, my friends, I love you so much, and I'll see you next month. Bye, everyone.